There's an incredibly dangerous game that women play that most men would never dare play. You know, most men would never dare play this game. And the game goes like this: a whole bunch of women go online and they say some really nasty stuff about men to men online. And we all know what the digital footprint means. It means whatever's on the internet once you post it, it's there. You can't say I was playing. And they do that. They post that. And then if you look at the comment section, let's say women will be co-signing whatever that woman said. And most men will be looking at that like, can some really toxic things. And men are looking at that like, okay, surely she must be crazy to say that. And you see a whole lot of women back it up. And then the same women will be expecting men to be kind to them, courteous to them, helpful to them, when the same men are online watching that content in real time. There's women say, we don't like this, we hate them, we wish they would die, men are this, men are that. So we are as the two sexes, the males and the females, we are online at the same time. And the delusionment it's just beyond, it's just flabbergasting, it's just crazy. It's beyond belief. It's like, how do you comfortably get online and spill out toxic stuff? And as a man, I would never do that. I would never sit there, I would never go online and say, I hate my job, or I hate my business partner, whatever. And then I expect help from my business partner because we understand the power of cause and effect, but it's almost like this idea of women feel like when they're online, especially on TikTok, even on Facebook sometimes, on YouTube, they have immunity. They have immunity from whatever they say, and then they expect you to just somehow treat their vitriol as somewhat entertainment. I remember there was a video going along. A woman says, you would never approach a woman when she's in public. Do not ever approach a woman in public. And I was a grown man who's got my life in front of me, and I'm busy with what I'm doing. You take that as a cue. We're like, okay, cool. You don't want to be approached. You don't want to be spoken to. Okay, I will stay away from your path. And then women will sit in the car and say, I can't believe I was trying to lift the television. I was trying to move some boxes, and no man helped me. I'm like, how foolish do you have to be? How dumb do you have to be to think you should be expecting no man to help you? And I expect no man to help any woman in light of the fact that a lot of women co-sign this thing. It's a dangerous game. Well, if enough women were getting online and say, look, that's not right, don't do that. But we don't see enough of that. Yes, of course, there's counter. There's a few women that get online and say, hey, But for the most part, we see women not represent their femininity that they're supposed to be. When I was growing up, we were told women are kind and natures and everything else. And that was the basis which they got custody of the children whenever there was a separation or a divorce. Now we see women acting very contrary to nature. Happy to spill vitriol on men, even when a man has been done wrong, wrongfully incarcerated or lied upon. Women will come along and say, it's okay, it's okay. Like I remember there's a man that was, he went to jail because one woman thought he was creepy in the car park. I think he did some time. And women, they will never apologize. And they'll get online and co-sign this nonsense. And then expect for a man to be there for them. So I feel like a lot of women, no offense, I know it's not everybody, they're destroying the fabric which is supposed to represent purity for them. It's supposed to represent vulnerability for them, which a man will come to a woman's aid when they see that in a woman, that femininity. They're destroying that because they're showing their hand. They're showing their hand and saying, look, we're not nurturing. We're not, we don't listen. We're hot-headed. We are not your companion. We're not. We're there to attack you. And this representation is very strong, especially on social media.